Nacho Vargas. Welcome back to Chronic Couch. Um, Last time I had you on here, um, we talked about your story and how you lost your leg and some of the tragedies you've been through, like losing your dad, um, relationship hurdles. So I thought, it'd be cool. Oh, by the way, I busted up my Achilles again.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but I found out yesterday that probably don't need surgery.
That's good. That's a blessing from God, my man.
Yeah, and I actually on Facebook, uh I don't know if you remember when I ruptured it. It happened 16 years ago today.
Dang.
Um and so we went to that CEOs and office hose party, and, and those
Oh,
photos came up. Kind of serendipitous to be doing this. But yeah, I wanted to have you hop on here and because I've been seeing your social media content, and it kind of, triggered me wanting to know, triggered in a good way, wanted me knowing like what made you um decide to do that, the timing. So yeah, we'll delve into that, life after amputation, choosing to share parts of your story on social media, your comeback, and then I want to talk about using social media um, as a tool and how you shade away from whatever toxicity social media can bring.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think let's start with social media. I believe you started posting after the new year. So yeah, what kind of sparked you to want to do this?
Yeah, man. So that's a great question. So truly, I after our podcast and everything, I joined a men's study group of the Bible, which we go to roughly, I would say, once a week on Thursdays. We meet up with them, and it's a bunch of people from Atlanta that are like social media influencers here in Atlanta. And at the beginning, they asked me about my leg, and at the beginning, I don't really like to tell people how I lost my leg because being a someone who's lost their leg to somebody that's I guess dealt with police brutality, you come off across as being a criminal or something like that. But being around that group of people, I was kind of more open and to being who I am and not being ashamed of my past. And
Hmm.
after like telling them like some of the situations and stuff that I've gone through within my life, they're like, dude, you should get on Instagram or get on social media and kind of just tell your story to people to see if you can help somebody. And to be honest with you, I started a week um before the new year. I was talking to my buddy Wes, because he's pretty big in influencer here. And he was just like, man, there's just no better day to start than today. So why are you waiting until the new year? So I kind of started like a week before. I've been just posting every day, just trying to get random topics that are just out there that I've been through in my life, like divorce, amputation, my dad's suicide. And in regards to like why I'm kind of doing it is I guess it's a little bit to help myself and to tell my stories because at the end of the day, I've had like so many people in my building come up to me and say like, "You're so inspiring," and then I talk to them and there's like, "You should write a book" or something like that. So it's kind of like just like me trying to find my calling, I would say, in the sense that I I've always been person specifically that I just like to help people overcome situations that they're currently dealing with. I mean, because I mean the traumatic events of divorce, and losing your leg, suicide, dealing with your mom's uh breast cancer is just stuff that people go through every day, but not are willing to talk about it, and if that makes any sense.
Dude, you should 100% write a book. Um,
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, man. I'm not like just like talk myself. I've been looking up just different little things. I journal every morning, and that's kind of something that's on the timeline for this upcoming year is just write something about just overcoming some of the obstacles that I'm currently, dealing with and overcoming as days as they go by.
I have a friend, and about almost a year ago, she told me she was writing a book, and I imagined, I don't know, I've just found it so courageous. Yes, to share your story, but what that entails. I mean, she's doing it all on her own. And it's funny you mentioned journaling because I got this bad guy. I've never really done that or done this, but I did. This was kind of my New Year's thing, and it's kind of been more of an intentions book. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting at home and doing like, Dear Diary in my bed. I kind of this book kind of just wanders around my apartment,
Yeah.
and whenever I feel like, you know, getting whatever off my mind, off my chest, I just put it into this book. Um, so I have found that have found it to be very helpful. Um, I want to know what upsides, or first, what wins have you found with, you know, posting for the past 24 days? In my eyes, positive content. What wins have you gained from that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, a huge kind of inspiration that kind of like started this whole thing was when you invited me over to your house with Leah and we were just talking about just the Bible. She's always been someone that's always just followed the whole, scripture and everything like that. And ever since that day, man, we text every day. She sends me her daily devotionals and she's actually gotten me a lot closer with my faith in God. Not that I'm super spiritual or anything like that, but it's just nice to, start the day on the right track with journaling. And it's not like you said, it's not like I'm journaling like Dear Diary kind of things. I'm writing three things that I'm grateful for, three goals that I'm trying to accomplish for that day, and then something in gratitude about myself, like an affirmation, I would say. So, from what your question in regards to what it's doing for me in posting stuff like that, it's helping me stay accountable for the things that I'm actually working for towards this year. I'm currently working on 75 hard, so I've always started the whole challenge of 75 hard, but I've never really completed it. Today I'm on like day 21st, if I'm not mistaken, or day 20th. And man, it's just been something that you just see your body transform and you're actually keeping to yourself the promise that you once made to. So for me, it's just like helping me stay accountable with things. I mean, I'm posting twice a day right now, and you really look at all these people that are on social media and influencers. Not that I'm trying to be an influencer one day, but I'm trying to help people out with certain situations that are overcoming is just like being consistent with things like when you go to the gym, for instance, if you're just showing up once or twice a week, you're not going to see the results you're going to get from somebody that's going, 5 to 6 days a week with a routine and a meal plan. That's just so for me, it's just keeping accountable to myself and to the promises that I've made to myself this upcoming year, which is I want to grow. I don't want to be this stagnant person that I've been in the past. And that's kind of why I've been doing that kind of thing with social media, man.
I love that, bro. Yeah, um I haven't since COVID in 2020, I have not, if I'm on social media, I'm not scrolling. I have found that that does not jive well with me if I'm scrolling and for no purpose. This is just me personally. But what I have really enjoyed about social media is what my algorithm has turned into. And so I'm really on my For You page. And so like watching content like yours, which makes me feel good. So I'm sure it's making other people feel good, and that starts, the ball rolling of your algorithm and things you want to see. By the way, the uh, the chopped onion little ASMR food thing you got going on, that's good shit.
I appreciate it, man. Just I call it my dog food. I make it every week, and I mean, I eat the same 4 meals every damn day, man. It's just, I love it. I mean, some people call me crazy for it, but you do what works. Why change things that don't?
Yeah, and It's funny you mentioned Leah because I her I hate using the word faith because it sounds so like
Right, yeah.
like Bible Belt, but whatever you want to call it, her determination, her motivation, what keeps her going every day has also rubbed off on me. I think the next time I'm home, I keep thinking about this. I think the three of us should sit down and put the camera rolling and just kind of see what happens.
Yeah,
Um,
man, I think that'd be a great thing. I mean, it's funny. I was thinking the other day, man, it's just funny for me, like the people that were struggling the most in high school or in college are some of the people that are trying to be out here trying to help others. Like, for instance, for me in situations like with overweight, and dealing with depression, specifically with like divorce and losing your leg, man, you just don't have that many people that are willing to share their story because they're embarrassed of what others are going to think of. And that's something that I've always just dealt with myself. It's just like, what's my best friend going to think of this? But this year I went into like the new year just saying like, fuck it, man. I'm just going to work on myself. And if something has something, if someone or something is going to say something about it, man, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect what I'm posting or what I'm trying to help. I'm trying to, overcome this barrier of what people think about me.
I can so relate to that because I've been in my chronic pain situation for 4 years, and what it does to you as a human is very profound. And unless you've gone through it, and this can be anything, tragedy, loss, you don't really. It's hard. I've had a somewhat of a hard time with navigating family and friend relationships through this, whether that's them not understanding, nor do I expect them to understand because they don't know what it's like. Um, but it's taken me 4 years, like you said, about just not caring about what you post. I have come to a place of acceptance within literally the past month, I would say. So I don't know if it's the timing of the new year, the timing of this intention book I got going on, or if it's just the 4 year curse, if you want to call it, that's come to an end. Um, what upsides? I saw a post that you made the other day, and it was something along the lines of there's nothing wrong with not going out on a Friday night to set up your Saturday.
Yeah.
Can you can you tell me a little bit about that post and what are the upsides of doing whatever you did last night to set you up to feel however you're feeling today and doing something like this, what we're doing, scheduling a mini podcast conversation.
Yeah, man. So, to be honest with you, I used to just live for the weekend, specifically with working and just trying to, go outside and get drunk and black out and spend countless amount of money. And last year, before the year ended, I really looked at all my expenses, man, and it was honestly disgusting the amount of money that I spent on just going to the bars. And to be honest with you, I mean, I've been going to these same bars since I was 21 years old. I mean, I lost my damn leg in here in Buckhead, and I was going to what's it called, Stagecoach, 30, and I just looked at myself, and I'm just like saying, if I keep doing the same things, I'm gonna get the same results that I've had in my life. So that's kind of why I just decided this to change my life and just start this new journey. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I don't know if I'm ever gonna I'm not saying that I'm never going to drink again, but for me, it's just been nice to just be able to, go on the weekends and just do the things that I want to do. Like for instance, I walked my dog for 3 miles this morning. I played pickleball this morning. These were things that if I had these plans, I'd probably show up drunk or hungover and just be like miserable. And now it's just like I'm doing these things, and instead of, working out Monday through Friday, I'm being consistent with my dieting through the entire week, so I'm not just starting over again on Monday and screwing up all the progress from Saturday through Sunday just by eating because when you're hungover, you're gonna be eating like shit. So for me, it was just like I wanted to, build. I look at my body as like like a temple, man. So it's just like if you keep feeding it poison, you're only gonna keep feeling like shit. So for me, I just wanted to, just start over, man. I just wanted to something about just something in my head just clicked this year that I just wanted something more than just going out and I guess as they call it nowadays is chasing women because at the end of the day I've been doing these things and I've never once been successful with that kind of stuff. So I just wanted it's time for me to grow up and in reality just try to become the person that I've always dreamed of.
So it and to put it into simplistic terms, and it's not simple at all, but and it's crazy how aligned I feel with what you're describing and what you're going through and the where you are in your life. It sounds like the what can I feel? The switch has been flipped. Um, but it's not that black and white. It's not that easy. For people who feel like they're circling the drain, and I know this has been me, if it's overindulging or just being social, but you're spending a lot of money, you're spending a lot of money on booze. Did you ever go through the process of, because this was kind of like a 4 year thing for me, of you're so far in with spending money or whatever that it's like, what's the point? Like, you're already in here. How, there's no point of turning it around. I've already spent so much money or whatever the situation is. Did you go through something like that where you're just like, I've already full sent it.
Yeah.
Uh, so, I'm in here.
That's a good question, man. And to be honest with you, it was like for me, like one drink led to me buying, and I hate to say this, buying cocaine and stuff like that. And then it's just the next thing is just like I'm out till 3 in the fucking morning thinking that I'm talking to women or doing the things that men are gonna be trying to think. But I was just coming home to even lonelier place than I was when I left to go out to, I guess, to try to find someone out there because I don't know, man. There's just something for me that it's just clicked in my head that there's nothing good that comes out from going to the bars. I mean, for me, it's just I'd rather go to a coffee shop, go to the farmer's market, and go to do something on the weekends that are actually gonna help you and align with your goals. Like for me, it's just been like I want to get in the best shape of my life, and it's currently in the progress. And it's also just not like what I look like or anything, but it's also mentally. So I'm reading every day. I'm doing stuff that is in the long run going to help me out be who I want to be.
So what went into your switch being flipped? What was that process?
So I guess it was just seeing the amount of money I was spending, man. I mean, every weekend it'd be like $1,000 because when I'd go out, I wouldn't just buy me myself drinks. I think I was Oprah Winfrey offering everyone shots, man. So for me, I was just like looking back I've always been a giving person. If I have the money if I'm able to cover the drinks, sure, let's do it. But it just got out of hand, man. It got to the point where I was going to the same places, doing the same things, and expecting different results.
Well said. You get a shot. You get a shot.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking, man. It was just crazy. Like, I remember just going like on during Christmas break. I wasn't working for 3 weeks, and I think I spent like $2,000 just going out and just being a dumbass.
Yeah. I totally empathize with that. My situation has been I've been in so much pain that the amount of thinking and time alone, many cons come with that, but there's also been many pros and wins. And going back to what you said about your body being a temple, I just so get that because I'm really learning how important sleep is
Oh yeah.
for healing. for the mental aspect of it because I believe that um, living with an injury or in pain or whatever you're going through is a full-time job. Doctor's appointments, finding good doctors that actually care, making the choice not to take pain medication because, yes, you're seeking immediate pain relief, but the outreach of that is only hurtful,
Addiction comes with all that kind of stuff, man. You just don't want to deal with that kind of things.
for sure. Um, so yeah, I appreciate you sharing all of this. I mean, as a childhood buddy of yours, I just find it very cool and inspiring. And to go from, maybe having a six pack of beer every night of the weekend to having a six pack and have your body show for it. You should feel really good about that. And obviously, it's not all about physical, but it starts with how you look and how you appear, and I think that all transcends inside. So you should be really proud of yourself, man.
I
And I'm proud of you.
means a lot. It really does mean a lot. And honestly, that's another reason why I'm doing it is just to, just get this bad stigma that I had in high school that I'm just a fuck boy, I guess. It was just like for me, that's carried into my life. And I just want to show that people change, people change every 7 years. And maybe this is my calling for right now is trying to help people overcome situations like that, and see that you can change after everything that you've been through.
And the cool thing about it too is, and this is what I find with the chronic couch, I never wanted to uh, get all these views and likes. Obviously, that'd be cool to see that the outreach and how it's performing. But to me, it's always stemmed from a passion project, and the passion project that you're doing and these passion projects that you're posting daily live forever. So
Yep.
I that's what I think is cool too, is like this will live forever. So people will be able to see a post uh, that it might be in the future that they see it. I want to wrap up with toxicity and social media and what your relationship has been like with social media from when we first got on Instagram back in 2012. Maybe if you want to take it back even further, Facebook, how has that shaped how you view social media? And did you go through a wave of social media making you feel like shit? And what's your motive when you are logging on to Instagram, wherever, Facebook, wherever you're posting your content? Um, what's your mindset?
Yeah, man. So with Instagram, kind of like what you did is, I'm not going to be honest with you. I got my personal Instagram and then I got the one that I'm trying to help with and people with fitness. In my personal Instagram, to be honest with you, I've muted everyone just because I don't really care
With you.
to see what they're doing. I mean, congratulations if you're at the bar, you're having a great time, you're in Italy, sharing some wine with your loved one. I admire that kind of things, but for me, I only follow things that are going to help me out in the long run. For instance, like meal prepping, stuff like motivational mindsets, alpha mindsets. Things like that. I mean, a diet isn't really just all what you eat, it's what you read, what you consume, what you listen to. So if you keep going on Instagram and seeing, for instance, like some girl just, let's say that she's on there being proactive or like just, doing what women are doing nowadays to just gain attention from men. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit because at the end of the day, I'm trying to help me and others see that there's life after that kind of stuff. So I would say like for instance, the toxic things. I mean, I follow, or I follow, and there's a guy in my Bible study group, Higher Up Wellness, is just like, if you're gonna be making fun of somebody that's being vulnerable on social media, trying to help others, then that says a lot about you. I mean, that's
100%.
all these people that are trying to do, like for instance, for me with my situation is I'm trying to help and really just a lot of people that are amputated just see that there's life after overcoming such a traumatic event. Like I'd never think that I'd have the body that I'm currently walking on every day. I'd never think that I'd be able to live by myself, go hiking and then play pickleball for extraneous amounts of hours and not be sore the next day. So that's why I kind of do it. And for the toxic thing that you mentioned, like with social media, you're always gonna have haters. And I'm saying like if you don't have a hater, you're obviously not doing it right. So for me, I just kind of filter that stuff out. And like both spoke about, is it's just like I don't. I've gotten to the point where I just don't care what people think or say about me. I mean, if you want to say like oh, he's just in one of his like his seasons that he's just trying to be this motivational. Cool, that's good. But at the end of the day, I know who I'm trying to become. And if that bothers you, then you should really look into yourself.
100%. 100%, man. Um, I appreciate you coming on. Again, it's really cool to um, align with someone because oftentimes, you're surrounded by people, but they don't really, you're not feeling the energy jiving. Um, so thanks for coming on, and if you're up to it, we'd love to have you on again.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. And like I said, I appreciate you having me on. It's nice to talk to somebody with from I mean from grade school that you've seen both of our past and stuff like that and see who we're both becoming. And I appreciate you getting me on here, man.
Of course, dude. Where can people find you?
Right now it's life underscore amped and underscore up. That's where I'm trying to grow my social media presence, and I'd love for you guys to follow along.
Oh yeah, Nacho Vargas.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
thanks again for having me on, man.
Yes, sir.